step one in my decision tree would be get the deal under contract. Can I get owner financing? If I can't get owner financing, let me just take a stab in the dark with like a local bank, especially some of these really tertiary markets. I think you can have good conversations with banks. And I think we're going to touch on this topic in a little bit of what story you compel to the bank, and how that could potentially help you. And then if those things don't work and you're like, you know what? Oh, well, then after that, then I would go to friends and family and give up equity, because you know what? Doing a deal, swinging the bat is the most important thing. You can't get on base if you don't swing the bat, right? And I'm not saying just do a deal to do a shitty deal. Do a deal because you think it's a good deal. And if you have friends and family that will finance that, or there's enough guys in this group, if you put it out there, if you put it into the universe, someone's going to come to fruition. I mean, when we did our last $5 million capital raise, I'd say 20% of our capital came from this group, right? And that's huge. And with that being said, there's people out here looking just to deploy money into the group. You might give up a lot of equity for it, but you know what? Having something is better than having nothing at all and saying, damn, I wish I could do a deal. And if you've exhausted all those options, thanks for the tee up, Chris. Give someone like me a call. Give Chris a call. Give John Farling a call. Put it in the group. Try to wholesale the deal. And Chris, I'm sure you could talk about it. He did a deal where he wholesaled it and then retained equity into the deal. So he got a little bit of a fee and then he got equity into the deal. So that would be the next thing that I would look at. If you've exhausted all the other options that you don't think you can do it, you got to remember, finding a deal is the hardest thing to do. That is, out of everything you're going to do here, getting a good deal is going to be the hardest part of this process. And then once you figure that out, everything else is going to fall in line. So those are kind of my steps of how I would look at it. How can I retain the deal? How can I give up a little bit? How do I give up a little bit more? All right, screw it. I got this great lead. What can I do with it and monetize it in some way, shape, or form?